Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. Dun dun dun! Last episode, obviously, working a little bit more towards... Oh, holding C is not having fun time. What a great start to the episode. Let's see if we can attempt to solve this. Oh god. Yep. I don't know, let's get rid of that. What's that? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, we did stuff, we did things. Oh! You might even notice here, Draconic Evolution. We are in the latest version of the Modpack. That was a great segue and reminder. And Draconic Evolution is in the pack, which is pretty cool. So, what does that mean for us? I don't actually know. I haven't really looked at what it does mean for us, but it means a few things. Now, we need Nether Stars. That's the current focus. My original plan for this episode was to actually have an attempt, 50-50 on whether we do it, was an attempt to get an apiary. You know, maybe a level 1, and then maybe a level 2. So that means getting a little bit into GregTech, getting the ball rolling a little bit, getting some stuff working, because you guys were saying that it shouldn't be too hard to do, it shouldn't take too long. And the apiary would allow us to get more radioactive honey, and then honestly in the future it would allow us to do the ATM star stuff, right? Like, we can make this out of star shards, which you get from starry combs, which I would have assumed you could get from this apiary, but having a look at it now. Oh yeah, look, you get it from this apiary. So, you know, the option's there. Cool. Awesome. That was the original plan, but now we have Draconic Evolution. Now, I don't know if there's quests to go alongside this. We will consult the quest book if it is oh so kind enough to open up. Beautiful. Let's have a look. Draconic Evolution, there is a tab. Here it is. For those of you who aren't sure what this mod is, my understanding and explanation is that it is an energy mod. Makes you a lot of energy. With that being said, there's some crazy bosses that you can fight. There's some reactors you can make, which are absolutely awesome. Visually, a stunning mod. You get some lightning bolts and stuff. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty cool mod. Now, where does that leave us? I don't really know if there's any benefit to jumping into it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a chance we do at some point, but it might, like, we've got this reactor that occasionally works and gets us all of the power we'd ever need. So I don't really know if it's needed, but it is an option now. Now, another thing to make note of is I believe a recipe in the star has changed. Now, the recipe is for the pulsating black hole. And it was one of these ingredients. As you can see, now it is turned into the sigil of withdrawal. The sigil of withdrawal. That's how I'd say it, and that's how we're gonna say it. So that stuff, if we properly lag our way over to the base, is in here. Well, it's actually under here. I don't really. Did we have a way under? Oh yeah, over here. Cool. We're having. Look at our frames right now. We are properly chugging. Now, as for why, I don't necessarily have an answer, aside from the obvious answers, but it's actually really rough. It's rougher than normal. I'm trying to think in the past. When in the past, what has been the problem? That noise is a problem as well. Look, alright. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So we're going to have to change one of these recipes. Specifically the pulsating black hole. So we'll take this guy out. We've got a pattern grid under here. Perfect. We're going to chuck this in. As you can see, the recipe there's disappeared because whatever it was from is no longer with us. We're going to update it with this thing. Cool. So that's the recipe fixed. Now, there's a chance that we don't even need to make a pulsating black hole, but it's worth having a look at, see what we're dealing with. The dust we've got the rest of that stuff. Gem-infused slate is actually really easy to make. I have a feeling that what that was the fire rune. There was like some sort of fire rune thing, I'm pretty sure. So this thing, much easier. You get 4 a pop. Easy. Job well done. Don't even have to worry about it. Don't even have to think twice. Cool. Yeah, whoa. So, Nether Stars. Let's just have a look, because I don't know what else has changed, if anything. And if there's nothing, then I guess we'll start putting a fork into GregTech. You know what I mean? See what actually is happening there. So we've got Nether Star, we've got block of Nether Star from GregTech. I don't know if that recipe's been there the whole time. This guy, no real difference, I guess. I don't think there's going to be any cheesy way of getting stuff there. There's obviously the shards, star fragments, missing agriculture, blah, blah, blah. That stuff, that's fun, that's fine. Because remember, we want a lot. Now, this is interesting. Inert nether star essence and polyethylene pulp will give us nether stars. That's interesting. I don't know what either of these things are, but it's possible. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll just have a quick look through because I'm not expecting too much else. Nether star dust could be worth looking at, seeing if that's a quick way to do it. That'd be going through GregTech as well. Cool. Loot fabricator would need so much. I don't see this being worth it at all. And then obviously this is what we're doing also with inert nether star. So this inert nether star essence, this is made courtesy of an inert nether star and some beautiful liquid. And that will give us what? So if I put one of these in, we get 2 buckets worth, roughly 2 buckets worth of this star essence. And then that stuff, the mill buckets turn into nether stars if I give it some of this pulp. So that looks like you get almost 10 times the amount. That's pretty good. That's not going to use any antimatter that I know of yet. And that's just going to make us some nether stars. Now, obviously, these machines look scary. The timing, who knows how good it will be. But hey, that's a thing. that's a way to do it. Cool. Polyethylene, what are we looking at here? This stuff, you get it from polyethylene ingots, potentially. Seeing if there's any other type of, some plasticrete stuff. Okay, polyethylene. Cool. The ingot, is there a cheesy way to get your hands on this? Usually what it is there'll be like a very hot version of the thing that you then like cool down. With that being said, this is my one problem with GregTech is like this polyethylene ingot. How do I get it? You know, like why is it the way it is? I'm sure once I understand how the mod works, and it's like, oh, you got to find the liquid. It's always the liquid. You know what I mean? Then we'll get there. For example, this thing, I use air, which we've got, and ethylene, and it's going to give us liquid polyethylene with a little bit of a circuit. Like, yeah, we could do that. I'm sure we can make that happen. That's pretty cool. Seems doable. Cool. So then I just need ethylene. There's a lot of stuff happening here. There's a lot of different ways to get it. Ethanol and sulfuric acid. We've got sulfuric acid. That's why I was checking there. Severely steam cracked heavy fuel. Of course. Hydrocracks to butane. Okay, so I imagine you'd get like some sort of fuel and distill it. Is that what we're looking at? I think it is. Okay. Brain explodey when I look at that. Man. Alright. Let's go to the quest book. Okay. We're in the GregTech section. There's the getting started for GregTech. There's stuff about ores. That's cool. There's stuff about prospectors. Cool. Some handy tools. Some different veins of stuff. Awesome. What's this? Energy, amperage. Okay, so there's some information about learning. Then you go to the Steam age, which we've done a little bit of. Then you go level up. Cool. So then I guess what my approach would be to check these levels to try to find out which one it looks like I'm heading towards. For example, if we find ethylene in one of these levels, we know, okay, we've just got to run through, get up to whatever voltage this is. Now, I'm not going to lie, I imagine it's probably quite high up there. Just the vibe that everything's giving off at the moment. Yeah, like, okay, cool. Raw iron, sodium, gallium, arsenic. Cool. I'm just trying to understand what we're doing here. We got some words. Silicon, steam. Oh, lightly cracked. Here we go. We've got some butane and stuff. So this is where we start catching up. Yeah, this is similar to the stuff that we were looking at. I like the look of what I'm seeing, which is cool. So it looks like extreme voltage, we start getting what we want in order to make some other stuff. Now, I don't know if it's that straightforward. Inert metal mixture. I think we just need to get to extreme. Or at the very least, find our way towards all this stuff. The distillation. And we start distilling stuff. Cool. Okay. Let me regroup. I'll be back. Alrighty, so what's the plan, I hear you say? I'm so glad you asked. Do I still have sounds? I do. Okay, sorry. Here's the idea, right? We need to go somewhere. We're going to break this and place it again. Boom, boom, boom. That will provide power into the beyond. We're going to jump into the beyond, and we're just going to... We're gonna, yeah. Okay, cool. Everything's gonna fix itself. That's brilliant. That's really good. We're not meant to have 2 frames in this dimension, so if you could just figure out what you're doing, game, that'd be brilliant. Okay, cool. Is there any particular reason? No? Okay. I was gonna go in here and set that up, you know what I mean? Like sort of branch out and get that hooked up. And I still think I will. I don't really know if we have these building blocks available. What's this? Just stone bricks. Chances are, by the way, while we're building whatever it is we're building, we're going to have enough stuff to finish making the stars anyway. But, hey, it's fine. We're starting GregTech, and that's what we're going to be starting after the stars anyway. So it's kind of... It's a win-win anyway, I guess. Like, we're not... It's not going to be the end of the world regardless. Cool. Boom. Okay, so... I kind of want it to be a little bit away from there. Honestly, a decent bit away. We can set up some more waystones to get over here or something, but I don't want any performance impact from over there to ruin my experience using GregTech. Now, as you can see, that's low poly, so the entire farming section is currently not loaded in. And if we go far enough, you can see that stuff sort of disappears as well. So we'll go a little bit closer so that we can actually get this to come over to us. But that's my goal, is just to get that stuff not loaded in. And I don't know, it might look cool in the future if we make this into... What am I going to say? If we make this into a nicer platform. Like if we make it a big tube or something, it could look nice. There's the ability for it to look nice. It probably won't, but it can. And that's all that matters. So we're going to remove on top. We're going to increase it. We're going to go horizontal wall. We're going to right click. And that's going to give us a nice platform here. Cool. Nice. And so this is where we begin now. So, first things first, let's get our network over here. We'll just grab an empty network card. Sure, it can go right here. It doesn't matter if it's the center or not. We'll make sure that's copied. Yep, brilliant. We'll zip back over here. Like, this area is not really laggy anyway, and it's not meant to be, but once again, oh god, once again. Ah! Once again. I don't know, it's fine. Cool, that goes in there. Awesome. We just want to be safe, because if the GregTech area starts getting laggy, it's going to be nice to have that option to be over there and not be laggy as well. So we've got the system here. Brilliant. We can obviously access all the stuff anyway, but now we can actually, you know, automate recipes and whatnot. Let's go ahead and... At which point do I want to do this? I think we just hold A here. And this is the most of it. Now, what are we actually going for? I think the distillation tower is probably good. Otherwise, we do push for the apiary. Now, the apiary... Yeah. The apiary needs this stuff. EV circuits. Black steel cables. And stable titanium. We've obviously already got productivity upgrades Omega, so that's fine. So it's just this other stuff that we need. Now, for the microprocessors, it says in the tooltip, this is your first EV circuit. EV, referring to, of course, extreme voltage. Cool. So we're in the right ballpark. That's it. Your first EV thing. So we've got to go through sort of 4 or 5 tiers, I guess, to get there. Now, if we click on this recipe, you can see this is made out of a HV circuit as well. Now, specifically, it's made out of your second HV circuit. So I guess that's what we're going to be aiming for. This guy's, of course, made by an MV circuit. So we'll bookmark that. This guy's made from... doesn't really look like there's anything else specifically that it's talking about. So it's just these ingredients. Cool. That works for me. Double check. These recipes look nicer because there's less stuff, but I assume that there's more stuff somewhere else. You know what I mean? What's the difference between these? SOC, plastic printed. Yep, that's cool. Copper. Oh, it's the tin stuff. You know what? Give me a second. My dog is barking. All right, so yeah, I guess we'll work towards this. This is obviously going to need a circuit assembler. It is going to need a plastic printed circuit board, an SOC, some fine red alloy wire, and some annealed copper bolts. Now, out of all of these, I'm guessing SOC might be difficult. SOC wafer, and then looks like you can just use water and it'll get you some stuff, so that's pretty cool. So we'll need a wafer and a cutter. We're going to be making cutters anyway. I'm pretty sure they're just like one of the staple machines, if you will. The wafer itself is made in a laser engraver, sorry. That's made out of what exactly? What here looks the easiest? A neutronium doped wafer? Don't think so. Probably a phosphorus doped wafer with a glass lens. Sure, sounds good to me. And this guy's made from the cutter that we've already got. He'll use, for example, water. I think it's just a lubricant. So we'll need this thing. Cool. That will need a blast furnace, an electric one specifically. And then that needs some of this stuff. Yeah, you know what? I probably shouldn't be working backwards, but I can't. I just wanted to see it again. You know what I mean? Just sort of to understand how difficult this will be. I think we will have to go through from the bottom to the start, as in like, we've got this stuff unlocked somehow. And so maybe we just make all the machines and stuff. It's actually just horrific. It's genuinely horrific. Oh, God. Okay. I'm overwhelmed. I haven't even done anything. So I'm trying to make this. This needs silicon dust. Cool. It needs phosphorus dust. And it needs a small pile of gallium. And then nitrogen. Right? Silicon dust. Why'd I bookmark that one? I wanted to bookmark the other one. It's not bookmarkable. The silicon dust doesn't have a recipe. Is this something we want to talk about? Is that... Hold on a second. Silicon. Silicon dust. Okay. No recipe for that. No. Okay, no, there is a recipe for this silicon. Cool. So this is the silicon we want. I'm going to assume that it works just as well. And this guy is made out of asbestos ore. The silicon ingot, I guess. Zeolite ore. Do we have any of these GregTech ores at GregTech? Okay, we might. We actually do have a decent amount of stuff that I didn't necessarily think we did. Okay. And so, do we have asbestos? We do! Brilliant! Oh, we've got asbestos. Oh, I've never been gladder to have asbestos. Now, obviously we'll need low pressure stuff. I kind of just want electricity from the get-go, so I'm just going to pretend that we've got electricity unlocked, even though we don't. Cool. Okay, this feels doable. We need some nitrogen, so that's probably going to be liquid air. An electrolyzer with something in it, I'm guessing. Can I just put water in this guy? I mean, there won't be water in it, so that probably won't probably won't work, but you know, I could believe. Nitrogen plasma, distillation table, centrifuge with air. Okay, so a centrifuge will do that. It'll turn air into nitrogen and oxygen. Cool. Brilliant. That's nitrogen taken care of. The gallium we're going to get from gallium. That we're going to get from combining arsenic and gallium in a create mixer. Interesting. Is there an ore for it? No, it's just saying you can make the stuff. Yeah, probably just gallium and arsenic. Cool. And program circuit. I think they're saying that it can go in a create mixer. I think that's what that's attempting to say. Oh yeah, and spun. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. There's something cool to be had there. Sure. So that's the small pile. Then we just need this stuff. Phosphorus dust. So if we search phosphorus, right? Phosphorus, and then add some dust in. What do we have? We've got this one, which doesn't work. We've got this one, which does work. That we can make out of a centrifuge with anything here that looks nice. No, not particularly. Apatite dust. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, apatite dust in a basic electrolyzer. Cool. Okay, hey. I don't really know what we're gonna do, but that seemed doable. Okay, cool. We have some direction that feels doable. That's gonna be my thought process at the moment. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a steam turbine generator. Take that steam you're making and turn it into EU. So we're going to make one of these. Okay. So out of this, we can make most of the stuff. Some of the stuff we've already got, which is awesome. We need some normal bronze fluid pipes, which are made out of bronze plates, hammers, and wrenches. So if we search hammer and then add a Greg into that, we've got some hammers here, so we'll grab one of those. If we do @Greg and then search wrench, we've got a wrench as well, awesome. And then we search bronze, and we've got some plates. You'll love to see it. We actually do have a small pipe there. So the wrench and the hammer will give us normal pipes. Let's just make quite a few of them. That's brilliant. Can I craft more of them? Nope, that's the problem, but that's fine. And then we'll automate the rest of that stuff. Cool. And bada bing, bada boom. Basic steam turbine generator. Cool. We get some plates in return. Wonderful. Now, by the way, you might be like, hey, okay, you're jumping into GregTech. You're using stuff that we haven't even seen before. You're right. You're right. Let me. We're 20 minutes in. Let me go and show you the GregTech that we have set up. Oh, we actually do. It's under the sea. That's why we never saw it, because I hid it. But if we go under the sea, here is our GregTech. So we've already done all this stuff. We've got a macerator. We've got a thermal centrifuge. We've got a basic ore washer. We've got a basic... We've got some stuff happening here. I forgot that we did all this. Low pressure forge hammers. Like, we've got some stuff somewhat decently automated, which is pretty cool. This stuff's cool. It's trying to do its thing. We got an energy converter at some point. That guy, he's pretty cool. We might want one of him, energy converter. Oh. Okay, we'll just order another one. Yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure that means that I don't need to make a generator. Let's jump back into Beyond. Right. Oh, hold on. Don't get too dizzy. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. Brilliant. All right, let's zip over here. Nice. So, once this thing's made, that should solve our power problems, right? So then all I need is a basic electrolyzer, which is going to need some gold wire. So that's going to be a cutter and gold plates. So if we go cutter, brilliant. We go gold plates. We've only got one. We can craft more. So let's go in here and order a stack. Very nice, very nice, very nice. A lot of these recipes, we're going to want to automate with applied energistics, I think. Either that, or we'll set up some crafters to do it, as in some RF tools. RF tools? RF tools. Yeah, some RF tools crafter. Is that the mod? Yeah, some RF tools utility crafters to automate these, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain on what the plan is. In the meantime, 20 gold wires, perfect. Let's actually unbookmark that stuff. Boom. Basic electrolyzer, crafted. Okay. GregTech. Ta-da! All right, cool. The energy converter should be being crafted. There's a chance that something is broken that it needs, or maybe it's just doing a bunch of GregTech. It's doing a decent amount of GregTech. Do we see any numbers moving? We do. Nice. So it is crafting. It's just, I guess, a little bit rough to make. All right. Electrolyzer is crafting. A mixer. Also allegedly doable. Oh man, we are riding on the success of me from the past. An absolute madman who set this up for us. I'm so grateful. All right, let's leave some gap because we might have to do some automation in between. I don't know. We'll buckle down. Basic mixer taken care of. Cool. Basic centrifuge is next on the chopping block. Let's get that stuff automated. I'm not gonna lie, some of these things I think will take a while just based on watching that thing try to craft. And then also a basic macerator, which looks like it needs a lot of the same stuff. So we'll order that all as well. We're missing a small steel gear. Some recipes have changed in the past. Small steel gear. Interesting. Okay. What's our play here, do we think? We go order the rods. Save the recipe. What do I need? Cutter and a hammer. Cutter. Oh. Did I use it all? Am I crazy? Cutters. We're missing everything in order to make the cutters. Oh, I'm not happy about this. Not happy about this one bit. What about our hammer? Is our hammer still there? We've got some hammers. Do we have like screwdrivers and stuff? We do. Cutter. Let's hold on. Bookmark cutters. Oh god. There's so much happening. What do I need? Screwdriver, a file, and a hammer. Sure. All right, you know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision here to do things properly. I'm gonna do it properly from the start. We are going to get a applied energistics controller. We're gonna set up a network in here, which means we are going to get a couple terminals, specifically a pattern encoding and just a normal one, if that's at all possible. Can we? Yep, get some of these. Beautiful. Get some of this stuff crafted. We should have a lot of that stuff pre-crafted. I don't really know what happened that stopped that from happening. But anyhow. And then what do I need? Do I need a pattern encoding? So what's that? A crafting terminal. Reason being is we're going to need these cutters and all these types of recipes pretty much constantly, right? So I think it makes the most sense if we just do that. You know what I mean? Like get it sort of already set up at the get-go. So that's what we're doing here. Otherwise, we're going to be going back and forth in our inventory and looking up stuff, and it's just going to be horrible. It's genuinely going to be horrible. We can grab some smart cables. We've got some dense smart cables. We can get just some normal smart cables that apparently I just had on me already. That's convenient. Cool. So we can do it over on this side, I think. We can go controller. We can go cable. We can get the crafting terminal. Pattern encoding. We can chuck some power on the back. And voila. Cool. On top of this, obviously, we're going to want some sort of crafting happening here. So I'm going to get, I don't know, 4 of these guys up and running. We'll also need the crafting units. So we'll get 4 of those up and running as well. And then we'll just need crafting storage. Specifically, some sort of applied. How much do we need? We could go all out. We kind of don't need to. We could probably just... How expensive are these going to be? Is that going to take a while? It might, but I think it's fine. I think we'll get it done anyhow. And that should be fine. So if we search crafting, we've got this and this. We can go ahead and... Do we want to make it look nice? Like, do we care enough? Let's place this stuff out here. Cool. And then I think we'll end up doing something like that. So we'll have that there. And that there. And then these are crafting units we're going to combine with the cells that we're making, the storage components. So the 64Ks that we're making. Oh wow, we've got a big one there. And that should be good. So they should be cooking. It might take a little while, but it should happen. They'll go there. That'll allow us to craft stuff. We obviously still want some patterns. We want applied energistics patterns. Let's also order a stack of those. I don't know how long that's going to take, but regardless, should be doable. Fingers crossed. We've got these ones in the meantime anyway. Let me grab all those out. Cool. So we can just shift right click them, turn them back into normal patterns, and we can chuck them in here. Cool. Okay. So, what else do we need? Well, for starters, I'm going to grab cables, which we should have in here. So we'll scroll until we see the cable that we are after. Beautiful. We'll jump under, and we're going to bring this across sort of pretty much near this applied energistics stuff anyway. Reason being is we're going to have to export stuff out of our refined storage into our applied energistics at some point, whether that's now or later, I'm not sure, but it will have to happen. And then we need to make the recipes. So for starters, we want cutters. Well, we've already got cutters. Hold on. No, we don't have cutters. We want cutters. Specifically, I think they're just called cutter. We obviously want one from Greg. And we want it to be wire cutters, I believe. Now, in terms of what we can make, there's a few options, as you can tell. In terms of what we have, I'm not going to lie. The aluminium looks to be the best here. In terms of, like, I'm pretty sure we've got a bunch. so it should be doable. We can do diamond as well. Diamond looks about the same, which is a little bit odd, but it actually has a higher level, I guess. We've got infinite diamond. Well, let's make this diamond stuff happen. So, one of these recipes will be this. I'm actually going to use all diamond tools to make that. So we're going to search at Greg, I'm going to search diamond, and we're going to search, for example, screwdriver, because I know we need one of those. So diamond screwdriver will go in. Is that where it goes? No, okay. It goes down here. Cool. Then we need a diamond file. So we grab one of these. That's going to go there. We should probably bookmark both of those as well. And then I believe it's a diamond hammer. So we will get one of those in there as well and bookmark him too. Cool. That's going to be one of the recipes. Awesome. So far, so good. That's going to need, I almost forgot, we're going to need some pattern providers. We're going to need some molecular assemblers. Don't really know how many we need, but it should be fine nonetheless. La-di-da-di-da. Actually, yeah, that stuff's going to take a while because it's got a lot of... Oh, actually, the other stuff's already done. We should have the components. Yeah, 4 64K components. We can chuck them in with these. Get 4 64K crafting storages. And we can place these up. And there we go. We've got some different little crafters. Cool. So the molecular assemblers should be on their way. So these guys obviously do the normal actual auto crafting. As for where they'll go, it's a great question. I kind of need them accessible, which makes this a little bit painful, but I suppose they can come out here. So let's, you know what? Yeah, they can go, so we'll have a gap here. Let's do it like this, for example, I guess. Lots of examples happening. And then we can do one of these. One of these. I mean, I guess we'll just do one for now, right? And get that set up. So how do we actually want to do it? I think we want to do like this and then this. And I want this guy to be able to place them into any of these. You know what I mean? So I think if we do that, I think that works. This guy's online, so we can put recipes in here. For example, this guy. And he'll be able to use any of these molecular assemblers. So if we have all these recipes, he should be able to craft in each of them. I think that works. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, all you do is you swap it around. So you place one molecular assembler in the middle with a bunch of pattern providers, and you sort of get the same effect. Keeping in mind, these guys will take like acceleration cards and stuff. Arguably, we don't need to. I'm going to order a stack and we'll probably end up doing it anyway. Cool. Okay, so now we need the rest of the recipes. We're also going to need diamond rods, diamond plates, and diamond screws. They're going to have to enter into our system somehow. Diamond screwdriver will need a diamond hammer and a diamond file. So, boom, boom. Diamond hammer. Whoops. Diamond file. Now, this won't use up the recipes. That's the cool thing, right? We might have to alter that, possibly. Allow substitutes. We might have to toggle some of the recipes. We'll definitely see later on. But applied energistics from memory is smart enough to know how durability works. And so it will just use the tools we already have. So it should be, everything should be perfect. So we've got the screwdriver recipe. Cool. We now need the file recipe. Easily done. And then the hammer recipe. Also easily done. And so I'm just going to go ahead and chuck all of these guys in here. Cool. So now, if I wanted, for example, the wire cutter, it will tell me, hey, not only do you need these tools, but you need rods and diamond plates and stuff. Now, yeah. I'm already not liking exactly what I'm seeing. Because if I craft a screwdriver, it tells me I need a file on it. Okay. I'm not sure how well this will actually work, but I'm going to be hopeful. I think I might need to allow substitutes. Let's go back in here and change all these recipes to allow substitutes and see what happens there. Pattern access, lock, blocking, all that stuff looks fine. So if I chuck this in here, click that, and then update it, we'll see if that fixes anything. Because it was sort of expecting me to already have the ingredients, as in the files and stuff, when I think it should have just been asking for only raw ingredients, right? It should just be asking for diamonds, because it can craft the rest of them itself. So if we go in here and try this again, yeah, that's a lot better. So now it's actually saying, hey, I just need this stuff. Just give me some diamonds, and we're good. Cool. So we need diamond rods, which we can do. few different ways to do it. Cool. Ore hammer is probably the easiest, to be honest. So that's probably what we'll do. Diamond plates also can be done with an ore hammer. And then a diamond screw, which is done with a file and diamond bolts. And then the bolts are done with a diamond rod and a saw. Cool. So, let's make the saw. Let's grab patterns first. Patterns, we've got a stack of them, beautiful. Let's go in here. Let's search saw. We want it to be diamond. It looked like just a normal diamond saw will do the trick. So we'll do this. Diamond hammer, diamond file are going to go in there. Awesome. We'll update that pattern as well. Next up, let's get these recipes going. So we're going to go here. We are going to bookmark the diamond saw so that we can actually use it in these recipes. And we're going to say, hey, make us bolts. All the while keeping the substitutes on. That should be good. We're then going to say, hey, while you're at it, do a diamond screw. It looks like it's realizing that we want to use diamond, which is pretty cool. I think if the recipe's in there, it's like, okay, we've got diamond. We can do it. So diamond screw. By the way, I think if it even says like aluminum file or something, I think it will know now that we have substitutes on that it can use the other thing. So we'll just sort of have to watch that, I guess. But that's diamond screws. Next, we're going to do these recipes. And I actually am going to do them properly, I think. So, if we search ore hammer, here are our options and the durability that goes with them. The best being platinum. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to... what's the easiest way to do it? I think we'll just import platinum hammers. I think that's the play. Yeah, okay. Cool, so where are we at? We want this recipe, and we're going to say, hey, by the way, you're going to have that hammer to do it. And then rods, I'm going to say you'll actually have that hammer. Cool. Lots of patterns, looking wonderful. They can all go in there. Brilliant. So, what do we need from our storage? We're going to need... We could put them directly into the system, but I'm thinking that we just do some chest action. And we get some storage buses. And we sort of see how this goes. So, for example, we place this guy here. We run our smart cable along in preparation. This guy gets a storage bus. I think that's fine as is. We get an exporter from cable tiers. Yep, from refined storage. We get a regulator and a crafting upgrade. Perfect. I'm going to chuck this here. Open this guy up. Chuck in both of those. And we're ready to go. So for starters, we go platinum ore hammer. We can leave it on exact... we can take it off exact mode. What that should do is keep this in there. Once the durability is used up, it might place a brand new one in there. But it might be fine. We'll have to sort of see what happens. But for now, we'll pretend that it's fine. Next up, we want it to at least have access to some diamonds. So we actually don't have many, to be honest. We'll probably need to be processing some of this stuff. Oh, but we can craft them, so yeah, that's actually fine. Yeah, cool. So we're going to say, hey, put some diamonds in here. Specifically, chuck your stack in. Won't hurt anybody. And then it looked like it was actually sticks that we needed, so tell you what, same sort of thing. We'll just say keep a stick in there. Keep a stick, keep a stack of sticks. So now, let's see. If I want a diamond wire cutter, it says it'll do it. We click craft. We get it bookmarked at the top while it's attempting to do it. We give it some time. If we wanted to, we could look over here. I think we would see the recipes being made. Yep, you can see some of the stuff going in here, which is pretty cool. We actually do have acceleration cards, so we can just chuck these guys in here. And, I don't know, we might see some sort of benefit. For example, what do we have? Interesting. So, as a result of that, we now have one saw, we have 2 files, because I think it did 2 different recipes, 3 files, and 2 hammers. That's not good. But if I attempt to order another, what do I press for that? Middle mouse? Yeah. If I attempt to order another wire cutter, it's going to say, we already have these. Here's an extra one on the house. Okay? So it messed up at the start a little bit, but if I want another diamond wire cutter, so I've currently got, hold on, why is it showing? I kind of want to just see, I guess it shows both. I don't know, it looks a little bit silly at the moment. I think we've got 2 saws. No. It's showing that we have a saw and we can craft one. Whereas the wire cutter is the only one that overlaps because it hasn't been used. So like the durability is not down. Cool, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. So, I can already tell that we're going to need another one of these guys set up. So let's go molecular. By the way, I think the way that I'm doing this is pretty overkill. I can probably just chuck that there. And he gets access to 2, so he's pretty good. I think that's what I'll do. We'll do that. We'll do that. And honestly, we can go ahead and do this as well. So we might as well. Boom. Online, online, online. Cool. Okay. Where does that leave us? Where were we at? Where does it leave us? Where did we go? Cotton-Eye Joe. I don't know. I don't remember. We were trying to craft the centrifuge. Is that correct? Centrifuge we have. Cool. Macerator, we need some stuff. What do we need? Oh, we need the steel gear. That's right. So steel gear needs steel rods and steel plates. So I think what I'll do again is I'll live off of these platinum ore hammers, and you can see what happened there. Durability got used up, and now I've got this guy in there. So there's a chance he keeps using him. We're going to hope he doesn't, but we might have to make some changes. Once again, we'll sort of cross that bridge when we get to it. So we just want steel ingots to go in there. Now, we do have steel ingots craftable. I think they're crafted with just normal crafting recipes, so they're not too messy, I guess. We can go here, chuck this in, say keep a stack. And we get a stack in there. Brilliant. And now let's add the recipes for a steel gear. It's going to use diamond. How cool. Love to see it. You know what? Do we want to do a recipe for this? I really don't know. Because I know in the future we'll need to, but at the moment I think I just want to craft it. So I think what I actually want to do is go in here and just make this stuff. So for example, just chuck this in here. Grab out half a stack. Cool. Go for the rod. Boom. Grab out half a stack as well. And then, bam, steel gear. That's pretty good. And we can make 16 of them. So now I can grab those gears, chuck them in the system, and we can get our basic macerator cooking. Cool. So he's on his way. There's some recipes here that are suggesting that they're not really working as well as they should be. That's great. Do I just... I don't know what to do. I want to use applied energistics for the benefit of all these cutters, but you're sort of seeing the downside, which is I don't have all my stuff in here. And as far as I know, there's no tool to do that easily. My option would be to put everything either into applied energistics, or what I could do is move everything in ingot form into here. Doing this. It's just so messy because I've got some stuff. I've obviously got like the tier 1 or whatever of GregTech automated and refined storage. So like it's already been done. I've already done it. It's already happened. What to do? But the benefit of this is so nice. Okay. Was this guy done yet? No, he's nowhere near being done. Why is he nowhere near being done? What is actually happening here? Red alloy cables, glass tubes, copper wire, resin printed circuit board, vacuum tubes. Okay. What do we have here anyway? The turbine engine I don't need. Centrifuge, we'll go there. Cool. I mean, hey, we've got most of the stuff, right? Centrifuge is done. So if we get the macerator, we're also going to need this guy at some point. He looks a little bit expensive. Oh, actually, we're pretty close to being able to do him. Let's order that stuff, because that'll totally happen. An LV emitter, need some brass rods and some quartzite. Is that something I can magically appear? Quartzite? Yeah, cool. Let's grab an ender bag. This one, for example, which should hopefully smelt that stuff. And if we search quartzite, beautiful, we've got some quartzite. Nice. Now we just need brass rods. Yeah. All right. Jump in here. LV emitter. Let's grab it just in case it does a quest. And order the rest of this stuff that we'll totally craft. All right. Let's go back to GregTech, our under the sea area, and sort of see what's happening. You know what I mean? I don't really know what's happening under there, but there's potentially some problems. That guy's fine. I mean, this guy's doing his thing. It's just... I guess he's just slow. This guy's got nothing going on. This guy's making glass tubes. I think he's just really slow. Low pressure, low pressure, low pressure. Low pressure, high pressure. The high pressure guy here. My game's frozen. Man, the overworld. Come on, man. Cut me some slack. Is this even working? High pressure steam macerator. Exhaust vent is blocked. I'm going to grab a wrench out from GregTech. And then I think I want to right click that. There we go. So now this guy's working again, which is going to help us out a lot. This guy is doing his thing. That's going to take a while. Even though we've got him in high pressure mode. A little bit upsetting. But the rest of this stuff looks like it's working, which is cool. Let me get that stuff there. Cool. So ideally, right, I want to change this stuff from being what it is to being what I want it to be. Does that make sense? No, but that's okay. I want it to be all electric. And I want to understand what I'm looking at. So at the moment, our biggest delay is, I think, this guy here. This guy looks like he's sort of the slowest. Alloy smelter. So if we search alloy smelter, we can get a basic alloy smelter if we order some of this stuff. So let's attempt to do it. Basic alloy smelter. Now I can time and bottle this guy to sort of get him there, which will help. I feel like I almost want to dismantle it all and do it again. You know what I mean? Because it's just sort of not really doing it. It's not happening how I want it to happen. Either way, hey, this guy's hopefully mowing through him. That'll be nice. That'll hopefully allow me to get some stuff. Basic alloy smelter. Like, what are we waiting on? We're waiting on all the wires, which I guess it's going to happen in there. Where's this meant to be happening? I don't... Macerator, ore washer, centrifuge. Solid burners. Oh, one of these things to start back. This guy started back up. Okay. All right. So this stuff's still not happening. Occasionally this guy does something, but like I don't know why. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. But he's kind of just not doing it. You know what I mean? Like he's not doing what I'm expecting him to do. So that's awesome. I also don't really know how this stuff's getting all of its crafting recipes. I don't really remember setting this stuff up. I'm guessing I've done it wirelessly somewhere. So that's pretty cool. Good on me. It's possible. Is it below? Not obviously. Cool. Cool. Great work past me. You've set up some sort of monstrosity over here. I don't even know. Oh, sorry. I don't even know what the play is. I'm thinking I check where the recipe is in terms of here. Like if we go into our crafting manager and we search alloy, then it should show us what we're after. We search alloy. We've got some crafters here. Okay. Alloy ingots. Alloy wire. Red alloy cable. So is that what we're after? We're after red alloy cable? Red alloy cable. Cool. And so where does it think this is? It's not going to tell me, is it? But it's going to say it's in a crafted tier 3. Beautiful. That actually gives me a lot of intel. So if we attempt to lag our way over to here, then we are under here, which is cool. Inside this room, we should have some crafters. There's a few around. One is here. This guy does that stuff, which is awesome. Oh, God. Down in this direction, we've got some crafters here. This guy making some steel bolts and whatnot. Cool. This guy over here attempting to make the red alloy wire. Now, the red alloy wire recipe uses a wire cutter, but the wire cutter recipe doesn't work. Makes sense. If we search wire cutter, as you can see, it's a problem. Cool. Now, I'm like debating, okay, it's just a recipe. Do I just take it into applied energy sticks? Like, do we try to do all of GregTech in applied? I really don't know. I think we do. I think we take the plate, because we've got them, they exist, into the other place, and we just do them there. Otherwise, I export my cables into this dimension. No, I think we do this. So I'm going to bookmark this recipe for the red alloy wire. I'm going to remove that and click apply. I'm going to click on the recipe for the copper wire, bookmark it, remove that and apply. Tin wire is going to be the same. Tin plate, oh sorry, tin wire. Cool. Remove that. Oh god, I didn't like me doing that. And then what's left? Tin bolts. Cool. I've also apparently got rid of the other recipe that was meant to be there. But that's okay. Tin bolts. No, the tin bolts can stay. Yeah, because they don't need wire cutters. They can stay. That's fine. Cool. The casing appears to just be a normal recipe with wrench. Hopefully all that stuff can still be made. Cool. This guy here, steel stuff as well. Not a problem. All right, awesome. And then the recipes, we want red alloy, copper wire, yeah, wire, yeah, pretty much any wire recipe. All right, awesome. Let's retreat to our frame rate. Let's close our eyes while the world looks absolutely demonic. Give it a few seconds to kick in. Cool. All is good. And we'll zip over here. Okay. Splendid. So what do we need happening in here? We need pretty much all of these inputs. So copper plates, red alloy plates, and tin plates. So we can also grab those from here, I guess. Red alloy, copper plates, tin plates. Awesome. So if we drag each of these in here, it's probably going to have some work to do, but it should be able to do it. Let's order a stack of each. Cool, we got the copper coming in, all that sort of stuff. We might want to turn this into a sophisticated chest and start upgrading this guy if that is what we're going to do here. Let's search chest upgrade. No, I'm not going to have fun doing this, am I? Let's do a sophisticated upgrade. We want to go basic to netherite, because apparently that's the thing. Oh, I need a... Okay. Oh, we've already got one of those though. Beautiful. Dump that into that, dump that into that. Get one of these cooking and do basic to netherite. Bada bing, bada boom. Very nice. That is a pretty good way to start. Awesome. And as you can see, we've got the red alloy plates coming in. Next up are the recipes themselves. So what we are after is each of these. So we're going to paste that in there. Thank you. Copper wire. Thank you. And tin wire. We'll get all these cooking. Beautiful. So this middle guy's full. Let's start in the top left. Chuck them in. It chucked those empty patterns back in there because obviously accidentally put them there. That should be fine. Awesome. Cool. All right. So now we can make those wires. That's awesome. So I think what we also want is an external storage here that connects to a chest. So let's go chest as well. Let's just grab a basic. Did that work? Oh, I've already got one. That's going to go here. I'm going to have an external storage there. And that's going to allow me to also export stuff from this, right? Export bus. We want ME export bus. Get that guy cooking. So this way I'll be able to put some wires back into the other system and everything should be good. What I'll want to tell this guy is, hey, I only want you to extract. And there we go. That way we don't accidentally fill it with all of our junk. Cool. So this guy can get a crafting card as well while we're at it. That will allow it to actually craft certain recipes if we want to. And then possibly, is there a regulator card? What sort of cards do we have? Redstone card, a capacity card, overflow, advanced, fuzzy, inverter, crafting, equal distributor, induction. Cool. I like the ones that have little tooltips, but these guys don't really have that. How do I tell it how much to have in it then? Use stocked items, export first try, help, Capacity crafting, fuzzy acceleration. Capacity adds more space. I know that much. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? I think you get like there's like a level emitter that you can do. Emitter. You would get one of these. ME level emitter. Let's watch how it works. But it's usually talking about the stuff in the system. So I think if I really wanted it to work, I would have to tell this guy. I would have to. I don't actually know how to do it, so we probably just won't even worry about that. I'll just have it store certain things in there. You know what I mean? Like wires and stuff, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. We also want red alloy wire. Is that really what we want? Hold on. Let's check this. Red alloy cable. Red alloy cable. How do we make that? Rubber sheet and that. Okay, cool. So if we make the red alloy wire, we should be able to chuck it back into the system quite easily, I guess. So let's go in here. Let's grab 64 of this. It says we can't because we need more red alloy plates. That's awesome. Let's make 32 of these then. Alright, says it's doable. I've ordered it. As you can see, it's crafting it. It's not going in there. It is going in here. How does that make us feel? I'm not sure. I think better yet, what we'll just do. Sorry, I'm trying to best of both worlds. We'll get just an importer. Because that way it'll think that it's crafted it, even though it hasn't. And so if I chuck this in there, it will think it's crafted it, and it will put it in as part of these recipes. So copper wire it needs as well. Let's go in here. Attempt to get a stack. Says we can. Brilliant. So that will cook up. I will say, I guess, I mean, it's going as fast as it can, right? I was going to say, like, come on. Any way to make that faster? But I think it's fine anyway. Cool. So, copper wire. Chuck that in there. And cool, that's that recipe done. These guys need tin wires. Of course they do. We've got tin in there. Let's get 64 of that as well. So I guess this is a part where I could attempt to keep some stuff crafted, but like I don't know how to do the regulator part. I guess I could do it. No, it's going to be so annoying. I don't want to do it. Oh, I know how to do it. We grab a requester from Applied Energistics. This guy. We're going to order him. ME requester. Get him hooked up. This guy will allow us to keep stacks of the stuff in our system. And then as it's needed, we'll be able to take it out. And that should be fine. So ME requester. Beautiful. I'm going to chuck this guy here. Yeah. And I'm going to say for each of these to keep a stack of them. So the amounts of stock, I'm going to say keep a stack. Oh, you got to press enter. Cool. Keep a stack. Keep a stack. The batch size, that determines how much it orders at once. Like if it orders just one or if it orders multiple. I don't really know whether that matters as much. Ideally, you'd probably have it order like a stack at a time so that it's not wasting time. So if we change this to 64, change this to 64 and press enter, then it will just order 64 at a time. So we can go in here, and as you can see, it orders a bunch. And so we'll get all that stuff cooked up. And it will store it all in here. Or at least it should. Some of the stuff it's going to wait for, like the red alloy. So it's probably going to wait for a full stack before it tries to craft more. Maybe. I don't actually know, but... Anyway. Should be good. Okay. So, where does that leave us? Tin. Tin will go in there. That should be these recipes taken care of. A little bit more copper wire it needs. But it does look like we are getting there. Cool. And we do have plenty of copper wire as well. Even better. Chuck that in. Awesome. So we're now still just making red alloy. We've got some... Awesome. All right, cool. So, where does that leave us? The laser engraver. Did we already make one? No. But we can now. That's pretty cool. Laser engraver. This guy will go there. Wonderful. I probably don't need them this spaced out, but just so that we know that we have them. Basic cutter would be nice, but I guess we don't need it. The macerator. We'll order those bits and bobs. Hopefully they don't take too long. Okay. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh. He's done part of it. What's this last bit? The hull we're waiting for. I'll cancel that one. What are we waiting on? Raw iron plates, but it's probably crafting all this stuff. Let's cancel that. Cancel that. Does that actually allow us to craft now? Raw iron plate? Yeah! That's what we like to see. So that is the basic macerator taken care of as well. Cool! Are these in order of where they should be? Probably not. Am I still missing stuff that we probably need? Probably. Okay. Let's go ahead. I don't really know what I'll be happy with at the end of this episode, where I'm like, nice, we've done pretty good here. I don't know if there's anything. I think if I get this stuff hooked up with power and some sort of running, I know that's a pretty simple thing, but I think I'll still be pretty happy about it. You know what I mean? So, for starters, I would love to run power at the back, but I'm thinking we run it underneath. That way we have access to stuff that we constantly need. For example, the refined storage network and all that sort of stuff. We have access to it, as opposed to hiding that stuff underground. So, cables from GregTech, I believe we will need. There's some big tin cables here, and I think that's what I want for 16 amp. Yeah, max amperage. You can see this stuff hits 16. Now, what's the difference? Red alloy can have 8 voltage, which is ultra low voltage, but tin cables can have low voltage. Now, these guys here are, they're able to have ultra low voltage or low voltage. So if we do low voltage, it's better for us. If we search 16x cable, we get a bunch here. If we add a hashtag and search 32, then we get ones that have 32 amperage as well as 32 voltage. So I think what I want to write is voltage : 32. And this gives us all the 32. Oh, it didn't really work. But anyhow. So if we do cobalt, that's still low voltage, and it will allow us to have 32 voltage throughout. The reason I'm saying we need that is because these guys said, like, this guy can accept 32 in. This guy can accept 32 in. Let's make sure 32, 32, and 32. So, like, I feel like we're shooting ourselves in the foot if we're not using that, right? Even though this guy, oh, who knows? But yeah, so it looks like we can do cobalt. So I'll bookmark that. I think that seems pretty cool. Then we'll just sort of look through these. There's some medium voltages, lead, nickel. That will work as well. That actually sounds doable compared to the cobalt. Tin can do 32. Why did my tin look like it doesn't do 32? Let's do 16x. What do we have? Red alloy and then tin. Oh! Did it always say that? Am I crazy? I feel like it didn't say that. Okay. Sure. All right, let's try to get 20 of this. We cannot. We can't even consider doing it. Oh, we kind of can. So it needs tin wires into the system, and it needs a decent amount of them. This is where it gets messy ordering stuff back and forth. So instead of maintaining the stuff in here, we could have it auto craft whatever's put in, and that allows us to set up a crafter. Let me show you what I mean, because that probably didn't make sense to you guys. I'll set up this. I'll tell you what, if I get like this multi-crafting between the systems working, I'll be quite happy there that we've done good stuff. So the tin plates and stuff, cool idea. I'm not going to do it anymore, meaning we can take these out and just put them back into the system. We'll use them later. Yeah. We're going to grab a pattern terminal and a stack of patterns. And we're going to place it properly. Chuck this in. And we're going to get the recipes for these cables again. We want them to be processing though. We want to say, hey, red alloy plate equals red alloy wire. That simple. We want to say, hey, tin plate equals tin wire. And we want to say, we want to say copper plate equals copper wire. What that lets us do is chuck these recipes in here. We can then chuck a chest here. We can chuck an importer, an import bus, like this. Connect that to the cable. What this means is when these recipes are placed in here, for example, the plates, they will be placed into this chest here. We will then get our export bus and our crafting card, which we don't have. Crafting card. Boom. Boom. And we will say, hey, if you can, I want you to make and output all of this stuff. And that's what it will attempt to do. We can have it use stocked items or craft. We can put some acceleration cards in there. That should get that stuff right out. Perfect. Tin wire is on there. And yet it's in here, so I don't necessarily know what the dealio is there. Tin wire? Is there a difference in my tin wires? Either way, that's how it should work. And that should just work. Because we got a crafting card in there and everything. Export first item until network's empty, then try the next ones. Use stock time. Yeah, cool. So, if we go back here and we do 16 times, and we go tin cables, and I attempt to order 10, it should say, hey, I think we can do it. It will chuck the tin plates in there. They will get acceleration carded into the system. Like so. Once they're in here, they will be forcefully crafted. They should craft directly out there, though. Oh, and I guess that... Oh, is this the problem? Let's turn these off. That might be why, because it was trying to keep it in the system, maybe? Why isn't this exporting? That's why I don't really get at the moment. Storage bus, it can input-output. This guy should be sending out tin. The tin wire was like the only bit we cared about. And it's the only bit that isn't doing it. Export using round robin. That seemed to work. We'll pretend that that's good enough. Cool. Oh. It's normally not nighttime. It's a little bit... Oh, look at the glow from it. Beautiful. Sorry. Alright, so that stuff should be on its way. Its main problem are these rubber ingots. So I think we have enough stuff now as well that we can go and fix that problem. I know it's a little bit over the place, but I think that we're getting to a point where I'm sort of understanding how we're going to GregTech this. I feel a lot more confident. So the bit we're currently waiting on is this guy and this guy. So the alloy smelter and stuff. So if we go alloy smelter, I think we can get this guy to be basic. Now the problem is obviously he's going to need power, so he'll have to be up in the overworld, I guess. But we can order this stuff. Yeah, that should be fine. And then what's this guy? An extractor. Extractor. Let's get a basic one of these cooking as well. So we're going to get an alloy smelter and an extractor. Then we're going to move whatever recipes putting the stuff in here up into our overworld, and that should be good. So let's go in here and order the stuff as well. The electric pump. Oh god. I want to get this done. I do. So we're going to use some time. We've got a lot of time stored up at the moment. That guy should be pretty good. He might need to even be even faster. Oh god. We need so much stuff. Part of it's the problem is the cables. I'm going to cancel the cables just so that these other recipes can actually have a chance to be doable. Let's grab all that. Let's grab all that. These guys, what do we have? We've got stack upgrade. That'll work. Boom. And I don't even know what that. Boom. Boom. If you chuck it in the something that imports it in the system, it actually like uses it in the recipes, which is something I used to know, not to know. Why are we waiting on tin? I thought we solved this problem. Man, the tin wires, they're actually trying to start beef with me. And like I'm actually gonna start fighting them. What is the tin cables doing? Oh, sorry. I've done my time. I did what was expected of me. And yet I'm being punished. Boom, boom. Okay. You have tin plates. Oh, you know what? Part of it's not that this stuff isn't chunk loaded. That might just be the problem, to be honest. Yeah, that was probably the problem. Cool. Okay. So, in this dimension, I would like a basic alloy smelter. Do I just keep going along? I think I do. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's go here. Oh, sorry. Bricks. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. That's normal, right? Yeah, that looks pretty normal. Let me just do that. Cool. And then maybe another one. Sweet. Alright, basic alloy smelter can go there. I would like this extractor. The problem is I need an electric pump. And I don't know if you guys are seeing the same recipe, but it looks absolutely horrendous. We need silicon, or we need rubber rings. Just need a knife. Oh, God. I'll just make it in here. Let's go knife. That's not how you spell that one. Knife. Diamond. Diamond knife from GregTech. Beautiful. Let's get that crafted. Diamond knife. Nice. That's what we like to see. Go in here. Is it the extractor? Yeah. So we need this pump. Which needs 2 rubber rings. That's the main thing at the moment. Oh. 1, 2. Cool. What else do I need from this guy? I'm going to need an electric motor. Let's get that stuff cooked. Let's get that cooked, that cooked. That looked doable. All the stuff I just ordered. Right? Yeah? Looking pretty close to done. And then we just need, what? A wrench and a screwdriver. We can grab that from our system. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, screwdriver and a wrench. Oh, no, we don't actually have a wrench lying around. Oh, I've got a wrench on us. Yeah, perfect. Wrench, screwdriver. And what's the last bit that you need? A 1x tin cable. Tin cable. Oh God. 1x tin cable. What's your problem? You've got the plate. You've got this stuff. And you can't craft it? Oh, there we go. Cool. Hi. What? Wrench, screwdriver. Boom! LV pump, awesome. I'll take this stuff back. Brilliant. Let's go in here and order 2 more of those. That should be easily done. Right? Not a problem. Yeah, like, come on, guys. All right, basic extractor. Perfect. Okay, extractor, alloy smelter, macerator, engraver, centrifuge, mixer, electrolyzer. All wonderful things. Now, the first things we want to get set up are the extractor and the auto smelter for obvious reasons. So we've got a 16 times cable. We've got a singular one of these. Wonderful. I'm going to break this, break that. Oh, we clogged up all the stuff we dug out when we replaced the flooring. My bad, my bad. So tin cable will go here. And then, for example, we will place this guy. How does he place? He places that way. I'm going to guess red is output. That feels like a pretty safe bet, right? And then we're going to just put a thing on top. The answer is, I'm guessing not. Cool. Let's try this again. Let's instead do the red as the input. And place one of these. Not any different. Now, I will say, I recall you needing to wrench these guys. Yeah. But with that being said, this guy's not even pulling any at the moment, so I'm not really seeing how that would be a solution anyhow. Configuration mode. Fluid, and item. Okay. What do I need? Adjust covers and machines. Knife does nothing. Dismantles machines. Cool. So let's try a screwdriver on this. No, it's not really doing anything either. Let's grab wire cutters. I'm guessing the wire cutters are how to do it. I know I can be reading this stuff up, and I probably should be, but I kind of enjoy discovering, I guess. Right? So this guy, if I right-click him, he does nothing. That's fine. The wire cutter, I can right click here and have that be an input, I guess. And then if I right click the top. Okay. Let's break this. Let's break that. Let's have this guy. Yeah, okay. So if I... Alright, so if you shift right click, it'll change the top face as well. So that's pretty cool. Cool. I still don't really know how this works. Converts energy between EU and FE. Starts as FE converter. Use a soft mallet to change. So its native conversion turns FE into EU, which is what we want. Cool. I'm probably gonna have to go check out what my other one looks like, but just for the sake of placing this stuff again. Any luck? Disable items. It's talking about items and stuff. It's not even talking about power. Overclock working. Circuit settings. The dejuicer device of doom. Okay. What we'll do? Let's get a waystone in here. I don't know if we'll. Yeah, we'll get a waystone. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, didn't really want to do that. That's fine. Come on. Boom. This is going to be called Greg time. Bam, bam. Greg time we want to bring to the front. Cool. Greg time's at the front. All right. I meant to go under the sea. My bad. Oh, hold on. Boom. Boom. Under the sea. So let's have a look. How's this guy hooked up? He's got green there. I'm guessing if I pick this up, it's either facing into him or it's facing down below. I suppose we can look below. I don't know. I imagine so. If we hold our wire cutters, you can see green top, green to the side. So green is the direction we want it to go. I'd say that looks pretty good. Pretty confident with that we want red to be where it goes. So let's go make sure that's what this looks like. Cover your eyes. Cover your brain. That's the energy converter. And so we want this to be green into green. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. Is basically what I'm telling you guys. I'm confident that we're doing it right. And just for whatever reason, this guy doesn't want to work. Cool. Tin cable. Energy converter. I can try hitting him with a mallet. I don't think that's going to do it, but we've got a mallet. Might as well. Boom. Haha! That did work. Now he's got power. Cool. Make sure you whack it with a mallet. There you go. Alrighty. So, this guy. He's hooked up, ready to go. Basic extractor. What we are going to have to do is jump back into under the sea. And we're going to have to check these recipes and see how we can go ahead and fix this. So, specifically, the extractor is this guy here who's still doing stuff. He takes sticky resin and fixes it. Now, where's he getting that stuff from? I don't know. Steam extractor. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll jump back here. I could check the system, but I'm going to assume, which is always a dangerous game, that it's over here that it's happening. And yet I'm looking here and not really seeing what I'm after. Which makes it all the more... Oh, you know what? No, it actually is in this area. I do remember now. We've got a big row of stuff over here that is all the stuff we want. Alloy smelter, forge hammer, alloy smelter, steam compressor, steam macerator, steam extractor. We're going to take out this recipe. There's still some stuff in there, which is unfortunate, but fine nevertheless. We're going to take what we've got. I'm going to put it up here to solve that problem. Close your eyes. Close them. Cool. Do we still have this? Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, what's the play? Crafter into the back with the sticky resin recipe and hooked up. I'm going to have to tell this guy to... Well, I think he's just disable... disable fluids input from the output side, disable... What do we have here? Is that just good now? If I chuck this in there, he'll also need to export somehow. So I'm guessing we get an importer at the top. And we're gonna assume that works, right? So this guy makes the stuff, and the stuff gets imported. Cool. So that part works. The part that isn't currently working is every other aspect. Every other aspect being the items going in, but we didn't really check it too long. Now, in terms of like speed and stuff, how do we feel by what we're seeing? Circuit settings, configurator slot. Place a program circuit in this slot to change its configured value. Hold shift when clicking buttons to change by 5. Program circuit in this slot is also valid for recipe inputs. Cool. Okay. Charger slot draws power from LV batteries, charges LV tools and batteries. Cool. Overclock tier. Interesting. Circuit settings, working enabled. Alright. If I want to learn more about that, my guess would be that I need to read this. Many machines use a program's circuit setting to determine what recipes can be processed. Blah, 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 blah. You don't need to craft blah, blah, blah. Specific program setting that make new on rather than program settings manually for different craft recipes. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Is there an option here for like overclocking? Chemical baths, cool stuff there. Electrolyzer. Okay. Kind of looks like you get what you get. Cool. I mean, this is, I don't even know if it's even faster than what we were doing. Let's press U on this. So this is happening in an extractor. It doesn't really tell you how much faster stuff goes, does it? It just says basic. Oh, you can, oh, cool. Look at that. You can increase the thing that you're at to see the speed difference. So when we go to medium voltage, it'll take half as long again, half as long again. Cool. So currently we are at low voltage, which is, I guess, what we're seeing here. So no real difference. Awesome. Cool. This is one of those things where I'm thinking we're going to want a lot of these. Now, I have not designed this in such a way that it is easily expandable, which is a little bit of a problem. The difference I would make is I would run a cable onto the front, have the importer on the front. Then we could just run it up to the wall, move this back one, have cables inputting round robin, extracting. The power cable though. Power cable will have to go up one of the sides, probably this side. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Okay. This is very slow. Very, very slow. I don't even really know what it's making. What is this making? This is making raw rubber pulp. And that then needs to go in the alloy smelter, which we have there. Cool. Okay. Cool. Cable. So I want more of these, which we'll use this to make more. Specifically, I want 3 if I want to get this alloy smelter up and running. Let's try that. It says we've already got the stuff, which is good. It's just going to have to do the other part of the recipe, which is a little bit slow, which is actually just crafting it together. But we've got all the raw ingredients, I guess. Do we? Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, I am quite happy with what I'm seeing. I'm understanding what's happening. This area, I don't know if it's just because we're in a nice flying location, but it actually kind of looks pretty cool. I'm excited. I don't really know what the thumbnail is going to be because obviously we're doing GregTech, but this is kind of most of what we did. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that spun a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully you're having fun. The whole time this is happening, by the way, we're trying to get more nether stars using GregTech. We're probably going to get enough blocks to make the thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if we jump over here and we go check out the star, chances are we've already got enough stuff. I know we've probably got enough stuff to make 1 new star, but I think there's another star we need after this. So as you can see, we've got enough for a star there. And then we have 5 nether star blocks on top of that. And if we search star here, Got 7. We're almost there. What will come first, the GregTech or the star? As we lag our way back to the base. Oh god. Are we still with us? We are. Brilliant. Alright, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Oh, aside from that part. Hopefully you're ready for GregTech. I'm quite ready. If you've got some tips, try to keep them chill. If I open the comments and I'm like overwhelmed, my brain will explode. Just a warning. Like, I think we're on the right path. But I'm talking more like if you're like, hey, if you want the extractor to be faster, like, just get, like, you have to get the next one. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I enjoy. If there's something obvious I'm doing that's, like, really dumb, like, let me know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our Tier 3 channel members, Melizzy and Final Phoenix 13. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.